Good morning. Good morning. Oh no. Oh no. There goes my. I'm having problems with my. I don't know if it's my mouse. Oh my gosh, Barbara, can you hear me? I might have to go out and come back in. Hold, please. Hold, please. I don't know how to fix this problem. I should get my phone. All right, I'm going to shut down my computer. If anybody can hear me, I'm going to shut down my computer and come right back on. Okay, am I back? Hello? I think I'm back. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what my computer has been doing the last 2 days. I can hear you. Oh, hello, hello. Hi, there's Dawn and Gail and Barbara. Leah. Hello, hello. Janice. Riri. My computer, I don't know what it's doing. Kimberly 557. Oh my goodness, my heart is racing. My screen, it doesn't go black. It goes blank, like a gray color. And like earlier, I was listening to Murray and I could hear her, but the screen was blank. So I don't know. Hopefully, I'm going to try not to touch my mouse. Hey, Raul. Here it goes again. Ron, is there any way I could use your computer? See what it's doing? They can hear, see, they can hear me, but I don't know whether it's my.
Try turning it off and restarting it.
I just did that, and I had a hard time getting in. That's why I asked you if you knew my password. See, now it's blank. All right, folks, it might take me a little bit to get. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's causing it to do it. It's like when I move the mouse, it goes crazy. There's nothing on my screen. See, now I'd control alt.
Try using this other mouse.
Well, I can use the mouse on the touchpad. That's really not. It's only part of the issue, I think. Okay, now I have a black screen. I don't have time to connect. Okay, I think I'm back. I've shut my mouse down and I'm using my touchpad screen, so hopefully that will address the problem. If that's hopefully third time's the charm. Okay, oh goodness. So good morning, good morning. There's already Dar. Yes, back in business. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if my computer's on the fritz. Oh my gosh. So I'm not sure who I missed coming in. I apologize. I started having the problem, I think it was yesterday. Well, I had the blurry screen, the pixelating. Oh, there it goes again. No, I think it's my computer. All right, I'm going to see if I can get my husband's computer. And if not, then I will maybe see you another time. But I'm going to try to get back on. I apologize. Oh my gosh. Can I use your computer? Can I use your computer? I mean, I'm only on for a couple hours. Huh? Well, I know. I mean, I'm under fire here, under the gun. I have no tablet. I don't know what else I can use. I don't know how to use my phone to stream. Okay. Am I? Okay. Could someone let me know if you can now see me and hear me? I would appreciate it. I switched over to my husband's computer and oh, Angie says I'm eating dry toast. Sausage and egg. Yes, we can hear. Oh, hi. Look, I have naked fingers. Oh, my husband is so gracious to let me use his computer. He was doing work this morning, and I've interrupted his work schedule to try to get this stream in. Oh, okay, so I need to relax. All right, let's see. Oh, it looks a little brighter to me. Anywho, I'm not sure if Kathy is here. Kathy, Calico Kate sent me a package, so I was going to do an opening of my package. It arrived yesterday, and then I'm in the middle of doing Act 2. Great. So, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to everyone who has come in. Now, I have an Ethernet wire that I use with my computer, but the port doesn't fit in his computer. So I'm hoping all will go well. And I'm just going to say, if I lose you again, I'm just going to have to call it a day, you know? Okay, so let's do Happy Meal and we'll get rocking and rolling here. She sent me a box. Look at this box. Calico Kate. That's Kathy, who is now in her home in Florida. And I wish she were here. Usually she's here, but maybe she's got something else going on. So I'm just going to go ahead and unbox. Dun, dun, dun. I didn't even peek. Good morning, Amira. I got Happy Meal from Amira. I'll show that in a little while because I put that in my scavenger hunt book. So look, Kathy sent me some denim. Oh my gosh, she sent me a lot of denim. Look at that. A nice dark color. Wonderful. Ooh. And then look at this. Oh, look at that. No, look. Isn't that cool? This is ribbed. And this is like an old quilt. Oh, Kathy, thank you. I love that. Hi, Marty. Good morning. No, look. Oh, zippers. Pam is sending me zippers too. Look at that. I pulled apart another pair of jeans last night. And when I got the zipper out, the little things here weren't here, and it went whoop right off, and I couldn't get it to reconnect. Cool. Oh my gosh, Kathy, thank you. Look at this wool. Look at this big chunk of wool she sent me. Oh, look, here's another zipper. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my goodness, this is like this is better than Christmas. Pattern pieces. Oh look, she sent me old photos. Oh my gosh. Frank Adams and grandson Ralph Adams. Oh. Maybe these are what's uh-oh, Gail's got an extra overloaded laundry basket. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh my gosh, look at this. I don't know if I can read that. Oh, Kathy, thank you. Look at that. Meat on Wheel, Ruth Dietrich. This must be family stuff. Oh, look at this. Oh. Ephemera. Thank you. This is Italian paper. How cool is that? It looks dense. Almost like a construction paper, like a pressed paper, but smoother than a construction paper. Oh, that is way cool. Oh, Kathy, thank you, thank you. My gosh. It's like a Mary Poppins box. I know she said she had a lot of, oh, this is a postcard, 1912. Dear Girly. People call me Girly. Okay, here she's got a note on this one. Greg's grandmother's great something. Minnie and Pearl. Look how pretty. Look at her waist. Yes, I think you might be right, Gail, in her mother-in-law's attic. Look at there. Map fabric. I don't have anything like that. Oh my gosh, look at this. Machine design. Look at that cool book. These pages are like a semi-gloss. Oh my gosh, they're so nice. Look at that. Machine design prepared especially for home study. M.G. McGraw. Edition 1, July 66. Some more fabulous fabric. That's cool. That's got a pattern. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe all this stuff. My goodness. Oh, look. Okay, Barbara's going to be right back. Oh, good. Thank you for putting in Keisha's info there. She's got her. Look at that. I have a great big, looks like I'm going to do a journal about cars because I have a great big, I know, right, Dawn? I have a great big box of all different old cars. I think they're all Fords. Oh, this is really cool. The history, a practical, educational, and historical book on the magic of steam power. I'm trying to see if there's a date. Okay, Dev. Devin's got to get hubby off to work. Trying to see if there's a year in here. I don't know. This is way cool. Thank you so much, Kathy. Oh my gosh, look, there's more. Of course, I'm not, dismissing the glassine bag either. Okay. Look at that old car. Look. Look, he's got fish. This is a postcard. Oh, that print's so little. I'll have to get the magnifying glass out. Let's see. This one is... I don't know if I can see a stamp date. It looks like maybe July or something. Cool. Oh, this is a postcard as well. So nice. Oh my gosh. Unto a good land. There's a train. Look, she's got signatures and stuff in here. Kathy. Maybe I should put this together and send it back to her. I'll have to ask her. Look at that. There's Pam. Oh, Pam, you did? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Well, this is cool. I got a journal started here without even having to do anything. Woohoo! My goodness. More mail. Look at this old mail. Look. Loaded with stamps. Look at these envelopes. How cool. Protect your income. Old American Insurance. Gosh, she's got more goodies in here. Should be here on Tuesday. Thank you, Pam. Look at this little envelope. My gosh, look. I hit the mother load here, girls. Woo! And Raoul. I don't want to forget Raoul's here. Look, she said she was going to send me a key. Look at that. She's got that all decorated. And then this is on a little Rolodex card. Cool. Thank you. Some paper. Oh, look at this. Look at this fabric. I know, right, Gail? Oh my gosh. That's cool. Thank you, Kathy. Oh my goodness. Some Sears and Roebuck pages. Cool beans. An old map. More of a map. No, what is this? Oh my goodness. This is a compass. That's cool. Well, I'll tell you what, she knows how to put together some Happy Meal, doesn't she? Look at this. Raoul's drawing. Oh, Central States. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wow. Oh, cool. Look. So cool. Oh my gosh, more train stuff. Oh my gosh. Look, more of the fabric, paper, cards. Look at all this cool paper. Aww. Sewing machine. I wonder if she stamped this. This almost feels like a scarf. Hey, there's Kathy D. She might have stamped this stuff. Oh my gosh, this fabric's cool. It's like yeah, she must have. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, thanks, Marty. Oh man, sweet. Look at this old paper. I have to try to relax a little bit with my trying to get online. I got my neck all tight. Oh, Tottie's Trouble. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? Oh my gosh. Some pink. This is some Timmy paper, tissue paper. Cool. Oh my gosh, I still got a ton of stuff in here. Look, look at this map paper. Oh no, it's cloth. Oh my goodness, Kathy. That's beautiful. Aw, look at that. Oh, that's neat. Look, old advertisement. more book pages. Oh, that's cool. Shorthand. I love shorthand. I know shorthand. Fixtures, dispose. Oh my gosh, descriptive. Oh my gosh, yeah. I love shorthand. I tried on somebody's sale. I tried to get an old shorthand book, and I couldn't get in. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh my gosh, thank you, Kathy. Ooh, look at that handsome dude. This looks like maybe a Reader Digest page. Cool. And look, there's more. Kathy, why'd you send me such good stuff? 1924. Hey, Nettie. Look, this looks like our name, doesn't it? DELP.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like our last name, DELP.
Where's the code for the other one?
Hubby's looking for the cord. Everybody's like, yay, hubby. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta get the... Oh, but a tangled web we weave. I'm trying to get... I've got it all wound around all my stuff here, so it doesn't get in my way when I'm working. Might have a craft-a-lance, guys. Okay, he's got it. Oh my gosh, there's still more in here. Look at this. More of that fabulous fabric. Oh my goodness. Can you get it, honey? Oh, it's really hard to undo it from the... Can you reach? There's no give. Okay, let's see. Kathy says here, a little post-it note. First time I watched you were stenciling with distress sprays. I didn't have stencils. They were up north, so I did it with doilies and lace instead. Look how cool. Look what she did. Aww. Look how neat that is. Oh, this is cool. Look at that. Oh, Kathy, I can't thank you enough. This is so wonderful. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm a bit overwhelmed, I have to say. Overwhelmed, really. Oh my goodness. I'll be looking through this for days. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome to everyone who's come in. That box of goodies was from Kathy, Calico Kate, and I had my first craft-a-lance there. I see Zena just came in. Oh my goodness. Awesome, awesome stuff. All right, so a lot of us have been doing the scavenger hunt that Janet Young sets up and gives us prompts for. So this is my book. I wanted to show what Emir sent me. She sent me this beautiful pocket. So I put that in my book. And then she sent me some ATC. So this is going to count as some of my fibs work. Look how sweet. So I've got those tucked in. Actually, I should tuck them in this pocket. So I remember they can go in that pocket. But doesn't that make a cute page? And then I've got some tissue paper there. And I've decided, I'm not sure it's a good idea or bad idea, but I'm starting to put the number of the prompts. So when I go back and look later, I can see, look, here's Devon's. And so I'm adding stuff in. I mind mapped my veggies. I found veggie stickers. So as a part of this, I need to have, oh, Zena, you've been sick. Oh, I hope you're, yeah, I didn't watch that one. I haven't watched your new videos you just uploaded. I got to get to those. Um, oh, that was a good idea. Gail said she made an index when she did her scavenger hunt journal. But I wanted to remember some of the prompts instead of having to get out and look at the list. So I'm just putting some of the, because I'm crazy with those numbers and see, then I kind of know from that, right? So the one thing that you need to have, or you should have for your scavenger hunt if you're doing it, is paper beads. So Kathy, Calico Kate, um, showed me how to do it the other night on her live. So I tried to do a couple of beads. Now I'm calling mine wonky beads. And of course I had to look at YouTube and see what some other folks were doing for beads. And I may be addicted. I'm not sure. So this is what, now I did have a link, but of course I lost all that because it's on my other computer. Sorry, naked fingers today because I'm going to be gluing and I'm going to use my jelly plate later today. So I left my nails off, but wait till you see my new ones that I've got to put on. Woo. So I thought I would show you. I don't even know this gal's name, and I can't check now because I have it on my other computer. I'll put it in the description box. Um, and she really goes into, oh gosh, the autofocus. I don't know how to address that because I'm on a different, you know what? It is what it is. I got to let it go. So what this gal did was she took strips of any kind of paper. This just happens to be some Jane Davenport paper, a small tablet that I have. And she, oh, thank you. Thank you, Kimberly. She just cut out strips. Now, she did say she measured a certain length and she would explain why. I missed that for whatever reason. I missed it. Oh, I'm trying to, maybe if I put my Campbell soup label. Hubby just put stuff in the crock pot and I stole the label off of the can. See, I'm not sure how to change the autofocus because this computer doesn't have the same programs as my other ones. Anyway, you take a strip of paper and you can make it as wide as you want. And then she took a ruler and she used a clear ruler. The clear ruler I had, I started to scrape off the plastic. Hey, Mary. Okay, I hope you enjoy your nap. So I would suggest if you have a metal ruler, and especially if you have one that has maybe some kind of a little stopper or cork. And then all she did was she put the ruler at the width of what she wants her bead to be, and then she moved the other end. Oh, I'm going to do it the other way because to me it cuts better. I can't pick up anything now with my fingers. So you just put your ruler, like say I want the bead to be that wide, and then she brings the other end of the ruler down to really to almost nothing. And she took her X-Acto knife. Now, some of you may have another way of doing this, but this is how this lady, and I apologize, I was all prepared, but having trouble getting on this morning, I just lost it. It's just out of my head. So then you have a little triangle, a long triangle. Now, she discarded this. I fussed around with this and made a second piece because I'm cheap and I don't like to waste paper. Well, she probably didn't throw it away, but so now she went ahead and she made a plain white, what she called core. And then she started to wrap her decorative paper around that. And she measured and she used eyelets in the ends of her paper. Um, I have not done that. And I'm calling mine wonky paper beads because they're not too swell. And I like to pre-curve my paper, right? So here, before I had my catastrophe getting on this morning, I started to wind one. I have this old knitting needle and I'm in process of winding this. Now I found that it's really hard to wind them and get them really accurate and wind nicely. So I guess like anything else, there's a learning curve and maybe the length of the paper has something to do with it. I have to go back and rewatch this lady and maybe watch a couple other folks. Yeah, I kind of like, I'm going to show you some of my wonky ones in a second. I was in mid beading here. Now this one's not getting too bad. So I'm really thinking maybe mine are kind of too long. But then what she does is she measures her width and so that she can fit an eyelet in the end of her bead. Okay. But after she does this part, this is what I wanted to show you. You don't think they're too long, Gail? Hers must be really thick because then she has a white core in the center. Thank you, Nettie. But see, you can see this one looks, kind of wonkish. But it almost looks like a little wine bottle. And then I'm thinking I could put a bottom on that if I had a little miniature house. That could be a little wine bottle, right? So I like to pre-curl. Now these here, I just have plain white paper and I started to stamp and then I spritzed them and then I cut my strips by hand. These I didn't measure, but I cut them like the lady on the YouTube video. And I don't want to say what her name is because I don't remember. But then she went a step further, and this is the part that really grabbed me. So I've got my Distress embossing dabber here, and I've got some super fine, detailed, clear embossing powder. Now, maybe some of you have seen this. Maybe you haven't, but if you haven't, buckle up, Buttercup, because this is like freaking awesome to me. And I'll say to Mary while she's here, anything with these little tiny needle nose, you got to keep the pin in them or your nose clogs up and then they get to be annoying. So here's a couple that I did when I was trying out. Now, can you see? Can you see the shine on them? So I'm going to show you how she did it. Look at this little guy. So now she had a tub. Oh, I forgot this lid's not a regular flat lid. She had a tub, like a little deli container tub. But I'm just going to use my powder here. All right. And she used an ink pad, that's what she had. But I have my dauber. So I've used my dauber. Let me see if I can sit this out of the way. And this really is kind of addicting for me. Really kind of addicting for me. So this little guy. All right. So now I'm going to go back to finding my little, I want to try to find something that it's a little tight on. Yeah, this will be good. Okay. And now I'm going to get my this is a little tin can because when I want them to dry, I want to be able to sit it on something to dry. Okay. So this will be good. So now you could use, I would think if you have an embossing pen or you have the ink pad, use what you have. But I have the dauber, so I'm just going to kind of saturate my bead with that. And now I'm dipping, like I'm dipping it in sugar. Now, of course, I misdirected my... Oh, that's a good idea. Barbara said, when drying your paper beads, find a piece of styrofoam and grab some skewers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you could stab it in there, and then that way they can dry. I watched another video, and someone, I don't know who it was, or somebody told me, maybe it was Kathy, I don't remember. She put a little bit of, might have been Kathy, put a little bit of, I never can remember this glue. Mary uses it all the time. It's in that little, oh gosh. It's like, yeah, triple thick. But see, I have trouble with that stuff. And I like this because I could just dip it in and it's even all the way around. Like the glossy accent. Why can that? I never comes to my head. Glossy accent. But see, then I wouldn't get it on. I know I wouldn't get it on right. So the first time I did this, I didn't have my powder covered. I misguided my heat, and I blew some powder all over. So you don't want to do that. So now I'm heating up my gun. And then what she did was, when this starts to go, right, while that's still warm, she redips. Okay. I mean, you're only using a little bit, but you see, I don't want to blow my powder. I want you to see me embossing it. And while that's still warm, because I mean, you need a couple of minutes for it to dry. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Now, the only thing that I found a little bit fiddly was once you get this on here, I had a little bit of trouble getting it off the skewer. So I'm trying to brush off that excess that's on the skewer part. She did it about 3 times. I don't know if this will focus. Okay, I love it. Now, like she said, if you touch that before it's dry, you're going to get fingerprints and mess it up. So then she took a little jar or something like this and just set that, her skewer or her stick or whatever she was using to, let it dry. Probably should clean off the skewer before heating it up. Yeah, that's what I was doing. But nice, right? So even these plain ones, they work up pretty nice. Now, like I said, she went ahead and, now see, that's on there nice and tight. She went ahead and put eyelets in each end. I mean, her beads are are gorgeous, and I'll put it in my description box. But having this dauber, that worked out really well for me. So of course you want to dip this, while it's still wet. It's not in there as tight as I thought. I had another little like middle skewer. It's like when you're crafting, nothing's safe, and you're arting and crafting, nothing's safe. You grab whatever's going to work. Let's see if I can get that. Okay, so now I'm going to heat this one up again. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I'm trying to stay, I want to stay in camera, but I want to, heat this up. So you could sit, at night and roll the beads, and then the next time you get to your art space where you have, your pattern. Now, of course, I'm wondering, I haven't tried it, how Timmy's glazes would look on this, on a bead. Shall we try it? Now, if you don't have the stick or the skewer coming all the way through, you got to be careful because that powder builds up in there. You won't be able to get a thread through. It'll lump up, I would think, and clog your bead. I just think this is brilliant. I'm sorry. I just think this is brilliant. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to grab a Timmy. Tim Holtz has, your clear glazes. So let's see what that does. I know right where they are. It just is a matter of reaching it, which could be tricky. Could be a bit tricky. Okay. I got 2 new colors. No, I'm lying. I got 3 new colors for Christmas. My sister Nancy gifted me a set of glazes. Heather said she's seen a few people make paper beads and it looks interesting and fun. Well, I had never really even thought about it. Journey, good morning, good morning. There's Journey. Okay, so I got picked raspberry. These are new. Wilted violet. And, nope, I had this one. The other one is a honey. It's a wild honey. Well, this one's tattered rose. But I know I got a wild honey in here somewhere. Anyway, I thought maybe we'll do the wild honey and let's try the I'm going to try these distress glazes. Let's see how they look, because the other was just clear. So let's see. All right, so I'm going to go, let's go tattered rose first, because this really, it's not clear, but it's close to clear. So I'm now adding this bead onto this. I want to get one that's I guess it's gonna, these are Q-tips. So I'm gonna load up my bead with my embossing medium. And because I've got that sponge top applicator, I just have to, you know, really just tap that on there. Now I'm going in and I'm a dipping. This is almost like making a, hey, welcome back, Devin. This is like making a dipped strawberry. All right, now I'm just covering that up so I don't blow my powder all over. All right, heat gun. You want your heat gun to warm up a little bit first. And then while that's warm, I'm going to redip. Now she used a bigger dish, so you had more room to dip, right? Well, this is my first experience, Devin. I watched a video, and this is what this gal did, and I was just so in awe. Now, if I was doing this and I wasn't filming or wasn't live, you know, I would just use the heat gun off to the side. I've really got a lot of pop going today. Oh my gosh, this is just, this looks delicious. Right, it makes them shiny and hard. Oh, look. Yeah, so if I move that a little bit before it starts to dry, I think how to use a pair of pliers to kind of like scoot them off. All right, so let's do a purple. This is ooh Dawn says she used clear coat nail polish on some and then glitter polish over it. Oh, that's interesting. That's an idea. All right, so this is the, what is it called? Something violet. Wilted violet. Doesn't look too wilted. No, Hub's laptop is back a little bit. All right, so I've got this little one. It's got purple kind of on the end. So let's see. I don't want it to slip off. That's the thing. Let's see if this one's dry. See, and then this gal put an eyelet in both ends, and it was just, I mean, gorgeous. I'm going to put these in some kind of a tassel or dangle or something and hang it off the back of my scavenger book. All right, so here we go. I'm loading up with the embossing, and this is just embossing dabber. You could use, you know, if you have an embossing pad, or really even I guess a light colored ink. Some people use water. Maybe that would work. I don't know. you can see on the one end, I didn't get it wet down in there. Bye, Dawn. Thanks for joining us. It was nice to meet you. Have a great day. All right, here we go. I think I dipped it. That was 3. Doesn't matter. And I can't find the sweet spot. Anyway, I'm hooked. Hooked. So I'm going to make a bunch of those for my journal, for my scavenger hunt journal. Now, does anybody have any questions? Because I want to move on. I had a lot planned for today, and then I had that rough start. So I want to go ahead and move on to journal covers, unless anybody has a question that I can answer. Let's see if I can take a little drink here, a little sip before I knock everything over. So, I mean, there might be an easier way. Now, this is a Ranger product called Distress Embossing Dabber Clear. See Devin's comment above regarding the eyelets. Okay, Barbara. Yeah, I guess you could try that, Devin. She didn't. She glued them in after the fact, I believe, if I'm remembering the video correctly. But you could try it. Like you kind of didn't notice them, but you could see them. They were there. I don't know where I have a big container of eyelets, and I don't know where I moved them to, or I'd show you one. I'm so good with eyelets. Yeah, what she did, Marty, was she put an eyelet in each end of her bead and glued them in. So then they really looked, professional and finished. So I have to stop moving stuff because I move it and then, it goes AWOL for I don't know how many days, weeks. So, I mean, I'm very happy with these for what I want. I'm not, going to be making a necklace or anything, but I think for my scavenger hunt journal, I think they're going to be quite swell. Gail said I had trouble finding the right size eyelets to fit my bead holes. Yeah, she measured it on her skewer or her stick or whatever she was using. She measured that first. She was all bushy with them. I don't know what bushy is, but yeah, they were like fabulous. Gail said I saw someone dab the ends of the beads in acrylic paint to finish them off. Oh, I guess you could ink them too. So, I mean, like anything else, you can really, I don't want to say get carried away, but you can you can do a lot more with it than what just, meets the eye. I mean, I think they're really cool. Good girl, Anne. She's on fire. All right, so recently I was using my jelly plate and printing on fabric and did some different things. And I thought, well, maybe I could use some of that stuff and put together a journal cover. Bushy, not, mine are not bushy at all. I mean, really homespun. So I think bushy is a good, bushy. It's a good thing. See, now this little purple one, I'm having a little issue getting that off. Oh, there we go. Doesn't take long for them to dry. But see, you can see that white end. This end I did better. But see, so I think some of the powder got down in there. But not bad for a first time. Okay, they're a little wonky. This one's not bad. But like Marty said, I kind of like the wonk. I like the wonky. Anyway, I got out my quilling tool. And this worked kind of good. But the problem with this, like I had an easier time getting it to line up and wind very nice. But the opening isn't very large because if you ever did any quilling, that paper is very thin. So, I had a hard time getting it started. One of the other things that I tried too, is I cut the ends of my triangle. I cut it more narrow so I could grab a hold of it. Like, let's see, not more narrow. More narrow is not the right. Like I took some of this off. And I just also wanted to give a shout out to, I got the wrong glasses on. Like some of us are really rocking that scavenger hunt. And I'll tell you what, Peggy Fitzmaurice is really rocking it. So if you're on Instagram, oh my gosh, I cannot see. I used to quill. Let me get this. Let me get these other glass. Oh, they're dirty. My glasses are dirty. See, the paper's really thick, but if you can get your quilling tool in there and start winding it, that worked earlier. I used a thinner paper when I was doing it. We must create the 13th zodiac sign. I know. Did you see? Wow, Barbara said I finished all 100 and got 23/34 related prompts to a page. Wow. Wow. Okay, cool. I missed what Raoul said. It went by me. My scavenger hunt will be a lot. Oh, that's cool, Raoul. That's cool. Yeah, right. We want to see, Barbara. Barbara, I guess there's nowhere you can post, right? Man, all you guys are really rocking it. Really moving and grooving. Okay, so let's move on. I still have time, but I don't know how long this is going to take me. Anyway, so I had some denim, and this is a piece that I thought I could use for a cover. All right. And of course, I want this to be the whole, basically the whole kit and caboodle, if you will. So I use my powdered pigments on this. This is probably not straight. Powdered pigments through a stencil, which you can see, you know, I didn't do real swell, but it still looks okay. And I still want to use it. So I'm going to trim this down. Now, here again, I don't measure anything, because I kind of just, I don't know. I'm just not a good, I'm not a good measurer. And I want to tear it, I think, here. Now, of course, I have no guts for this. It's just amazing how some fabric tears are so good the one way and the other way, not so much. And I'm fussing with this because it's a nice piece of denim, and you know, now I got a bigger piece left. Lift, 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 Rud, lift. I don't want to lose my little beadies. I don't want to lose my little beadies. Okay. See, so now I can either cut this when the time comes and stitch back and front onto a book, or I can put pages inside. Now, somewhere I know I have some kind of fusible web. I can't find it. Eileen Lyons had recommended on one live I was watching some kind of stuff you can iron on. It's not fusible web, but Lori bought it. Hey, Kellyanne. Lori bought it, but Lori doesn't know where it is. I looked in my big fabric tub today. Not there. So if you go on rangerinc.com, a lot of times you will find things that are marked down or a very good price. And I found these Delusions, and these are by Diane Reevely. I've had them for over a year. They are adhesive canvas printed designs, and I think they're really cool. But I've never used one. And I thought this might be a good time to use one. They're very different. Now, they're a little large, I think, for this cover, but I think I'm going to cut it. Oh, that looks kind of cool. So I was kind of looking for one that has the coloring of, you know, what I have down already. I'm kind of liking that. Now, I'm having a hard time reading what these words are. I think I'm going to use this one. Now, as some of you know, I have a hard time cutting up things like this. I don't have trouble with a book, you know, ripping that to shreds, but okay, she lives in her own little wow. I can't read that. Jen V. Art. Hi, Jen. Jen, I don't know if we've met. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Very nice. Very nice. Goodness me, what does that say? I don't even think I could read that with my reader glasses. Hold on, let's see. But I'm going to cut that part off. I think I'm going to just cut her out. She lives in her own little fairy tale. Woo! She lives in her own little fairy tale. So now, of course, it says that it has adhesive. So what I was thinking is, I don't know that I would trust that adhesive to stick on fabric. So I've got out my soft gel mat. And I'm going to, now these are fabric scissors. I don't think I want to use those. So Jen, tell us a little bit about yourself. Do you like to do any kind of art, craft? Are you wackadoodle for art like we are? If you feel like sharing. I don't want to put you on the spot, but it's so nice to have you here. All right, so I'm just fussy cutting. I'm a fussy cutting. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the words. Anyway, because this is canvas, I was thinking I could stitch around this. You know, once I get it on the fabric. Now, most of you have heard before, when you're fussy cutting, hold your scissors still. I mean, you're pushing down so they cut, but you are moving the piece you're cutting. And I'm going to take this off of the bottom. And now, see, because I don't know how I'm going, hey, Janet, nice to see you. Because I don't know really how I'm going to use this, and I might need some of this I might cut it off at the edge. I might wrap this around, you know, the cover of a book. So I want to give myself a little leeway. Right? So I think I'm going to put her right there. I'm going to put her right there. And I'm going to add some gel medium to the back just to make sure she is going to stay where I put her. So I'm just using this little cellophane bag to protect underneath because this is probably going to get messy. And somewhere I put out, a little palette knife. And I'm just going to paint some extra of this. Now it feels very sticky. And it might be fine. But no, maybe I don't need to stitch around her. Now, has anyone ever used these like Stabilo pencils? I've used it on paper. And these are supposed to, you know, write on any surface. But I thought I'd like to go and make a shadow kind of around her. All right. Okay, thanks, girls, for helping Jen and answering questions. If anybody has a question for me, really, if you put it in caps, or like Aunt Beck said, I thought this was a great idea. If you use the @ sign and then Pink Girly for me, it'll pop up. Well, it might not do it in StreamYard now that I'm thinking about it. It might just be Facebook. But if you're in other chats where you're in YouTube, Kimberly loves your Stabilo. Have you ever tried it on fabric, Kimberly? Now, see, I have a navy somewhere, which is what I would prefer to use, I think, on this one. See, Lori moved it. Lori moved it again. Where did she move it to? Do 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 do. Oh, see, it might be in my. Oh no, here it is. I have navy and I have the. Yeah, and thank you, Janet. And StreamYard, it doesn't do it. Oh, Inktense pencils. Thanks, Devin. I don't have those, but that's a good idea. Well, we're going to try this. So here is my Stabilo. This is the blue or the navy or whatever they call it. And all I'm going to do on this cover, probably my clothes. All right, I'm just going to come around the edge and see that says it colors on any surface, glass, wood. So I'm just tracing around that image that we glued on. And then I'm going to take a brush with some water and see if I can get this to move on the denim. Let's see if we can move it. Move it, move it. All right, this is just a little square shader. Let's see. Yeah, it's moving a little bit. Can you guys tell? Now, I've been tuning into Susan Taylor Brown, and she is a fabric textile, well, I guess you'd say fabric artist. She's very organic in her designs. Okay, Gail. Let's put a little down here. And she was stitching buttons. But she was covering the whole button. So it looks kind of cool. I think the one side looks better than the other, but we'll see what it looks like when it dries. Right? So that's not too shabby. But then I was thinking, what about putting some boutons on here? And Susan was stitching all the way around her buttons. Now see, there's a red button. That's kind of cool. So maybe I could stitch some. Thinking about putting some buttons on and stitching around them. Oh, okay, Janet. should have covered my husband's keyboard. All right, now we'll see. And then I pulled out, what did I do with that? I pulled out my little, here we go. So I want to start on another test. Yeah, it doesn't light up. But thank you, Janet. I don't know why StreamYard doesn't. Okay, so I could do something like this. Fabric, and then I'm going to stitch. And I'll do this, and then I'll show you. But then look at this crazy fabric I have too, right? So I think I'm going to put a piece of this on for sure. For sure. No, good try. Thank you so much for even thinking about that. So this is the plan I have for this little cover. Right? So now I want to remember that I have this to do. And that this is all going to go together. All right. So I'm going to take all these little bits. I have this little cellophane bag. And I'm going to pop all this in here. And then when I'm sitting at my chair at night, I can start to add on and stitch on that cover. Now, sometimes when we're at Goodwill or it might be at the dollar store, or wherever, sometimes Walmart, right? And you can find little journals or books that are either marked down or clearance or whatever. And so I have these two. I have more than two, but I have these two that, we're just sitting and I could grab them easily. Okay, Barbara's out to lunch. Are we trying to highlight someone's name in chat? We were trying to see, Barbara, because I'm in StreamYard and you all are in YouTube. Yeah, it won't sit that long, Kellyanne. I'll get that out, but I do have the top of the bag open, but thank you. You are exactly right. And then the smell will be funky. So I've got this one here that I picked up at Goodwill for $1.49. This one I don't remember. This one may have, but see, in my area, these are hard to find. These journals with this kind of a back, which maybe not looks so nice, but see, they lay flat and they're really awesome. This one's got the little tag and this one's got the band. But even though it's got some Paris stuff on it, I'm just not real keen on this one. So I'm thinking I'd like to cover this one as well. But I'm going to see what I can do with this one right this moment. Now let me watch my time. Kathy Arbor will be on after me. And it's 11:30. Okay. So I know if I'm going to cover this up, well, I take off the label, but I just feel better taking off the label. So I'm going to heat that up with my heat gun a little bit. So excuse me. And I'm going to see if I can get this off fairly well. Easy. Now you can get as little or as much involved. Look, it's got that metal thing underneath with covering a journal. In other words, what I'm saying is you could take this all the way down, I'm sure, and peel all this paper off. I thought that would come all the way up. Yeah, here it comes. Maybe she's going out to lunch. with her friend. Well, see, now we really have to cover it. Now, I just want to make sure I've got my journal going the right direction because, trust me, I've done that before. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's just see. I pulled out some Art by Marlene stuff. I love food. Me too, Zena. And when I was working on my fabric, Eileen, oh, look, that's almost perfect. Eileen Lyons suggested that I take some of my paint pigment and mix it in texture paste and then put it on the fabric, which I did, and put it through a stencil. And look, it really turned out cool. Now this is almost perfect. It's just a little short that way, but let's see. And see, this isn't centered. See, I kind of want that way. I could piece it. Kellyanne's having leftover smothered beef tips. Oh, nice. Hubby's got some kind of a roast in the crock pot. Wah, 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 wah. All right, I think I'm going to let this go because I don't want to. I could really put this on, say, like a travel journal. See, because it's narrow. I really kind of like that. But I also have another idea. So let me get that piece of. Let me see if I can make this work. All right, let me see if I can tear the rest of this off. Well, that way it's pretty good. But see, what I want to do is I want to put this pocket on. That's what I was thinking I'd like to do. And I want to keep that snap on there. But maybe I don't want denim. And it looks like I could trim this here. Got a little bit of, I mean, I have all kinds of fabric, right? And I just got all those goodies from Kathy. I wonder where Kathy is. She's usually here. Maybe she's out. Maybe she's out having lunch. I love sandwiches. I wonder if I should stitch this across the top. Well, that's kind of crooked. I'm not a straight cutter. I'm a straight shooter, but I'm not a straight cutter. Wonder if I could do a blanket stitch. Hi, Sherry. I miss Sherry coming in. All right, let me see. Let's just see how this will look. I'm digging through my goodies from Kathy. She gave me some really cool fabric. Oh, that might be cool. That's the stuff she did. And then I have this. Let's see. Choices. This is so cool. This fabric's so cool. I'm not sure if I'll like it with a pocket. I don't know. I think that kind of looks cool, doesn't it? Party. I guess this would be hard to, I know, right? Me too, Devin. I guess would be hard to wrap it. If I don't wrap it and I bring it right to the edge and cut it, glue it down. See, because ideally, yeah, me too, Gail. Ideally, I don't want to take this out to wrap it. So, if I do this, bring it right to the edge. I did it. Do a pocket in the shape of the state you live in. Oh my gosh. I wish I had that kind of brain, Jen. That's a great idea. But this old brain. I mean, can anybody tell I really don't know what I'm doing? See, I don't really want to do a wraparound because I don't want to cover up the pocket. Oh, see? Oh, see? That would be cool. But I don't know if the state of the New Jersey. Now, Pennsylvania's a cool state to... if I wrap it... All right, I'm pushing that tight. And now I'm marking here where I need to... Well, I want to tear a little bit beyond that, I think. Just to give myself some wiggle. Okay. And the other wise thing would be for me to cover the pages of the book. Let's see if I can do that. All right, so let's have a little snippety dip here. And we'll tear. Grab a mitten and glue it on. Okay. So this I want. These little bits are going to go off to the side. Look, I saved this too. All right, now what do I have sitting at my side that I can use, that I can steal and use to cover my pages? Oh, this might work. this might work. See, this is why I save all this razzmatazz. All this jazz Mraz stuff. Let's see if I can get this on here. No, right? Cute button. I look at fabric and old clothes a lot different than I did years ago. I had a neighbor that was moving. She lived across the street. She's now passed on since she went and lived with her daughter. But when she was moving, and she would call me and say, "You don't want the old mass cards, do you?" And I'm like, "Yep." "You don't want old," and I'm like, "Yep." She said, "You don't want any of my old clothes." I'm like, "Yep." I'll look at anything. I can always put it in the trash. Okay, so now I'm looking for a piece of washi or something that I can stick this down. I know I did have some right here, but razzmatazz, yeah, that's a good idea too. We got the ideas flowing. All right, where do we have? Come on, Lore. Gosh, I really appreciate you guys hanging in there till I got connected today. I really had a struggle. It was really quite a struggle. And once you had... Zena said, "Last night I worked on Colleen and Kathy's prompts. I'm so proud of myself." Good. Give me the old razzle dazzle. Zena, because you were feeling better, baby? Aw. Yes, exactly, Pam. That's a double score. Double score. Well, that was a waste, huh? I only needed a little piece. Good grief. Good grief. All right, let's see. That maybe will keep me out of trouble. Okay. Now what I'm going to try to do, because I have also, I'll make sure I'm going the right, oh geez, now how can I tell? Yeah. I want to get my map going the right way. And I've also I've really kind of liked this for a while, embrace the fringe, when your fabric frays. So what I'm going to do is take my soft gel matte medium. I'm going to put it on with a palette, and then I'm just going to slap my fabric down and spread and then press into the gully and then give that a moment. And then I think I'll just tuck this under, and I can do that later. Oh, me too. Thank you, Leah. And then I'm going to see about putting on that pocket. I'm going to see about putting on the pocket. Put on the pocket. Maybe I should do it this way. Now, let me move my Art by Marlene, because I don't know, I may put some of that on there. I'm really trying hard not to throw stuff up on my... Really trying hard not to throw up. No, I'm trying really hard not to throw stuff up on my husband's keyboard. See, that's where I think I don't know. I think I might have ruined my computer. Hopefully. I think I got the old card. Because I think I've got you all beat. I've got you all beat. All right, now let's get my little spreader out of my water jug and let's get a little baby wipe and clean this off. I remember Nick at Night, but I only remember that because I have children. And my children's are getting old. Well, if I do it that way, I can't get the gully. So let's go this way. I want to kind of lather this, I think. And where's Shannon? Shannon got me. She didn't get me hooked on this, but I talked about using this gel medium, and she said anything will stick with this stuff. And I think she might be right. I think she might be right on. Now, of course, the fabric is porous, right? So, and if you do this in little increments, stages, little parts, okay. My map is right side up. Trying to get that down that gully. Hey, there's Sydney. What time is it? Yeah, it's about time for Julie to be popping in. Mr. Ed. Oh, I'm trying to think of that theme song. Oh, you Mr. Ed. A horse is a horse, a course, a course. You ever hear of a talking horse? Oh, Mr. Ed. Something like that. There you go. Gail's got it. A horse is a horse, a course, a course. Okay. That's kind of cool all by its lonesome. So now I'm thinking I might want to put some. Your husband's nickname is Mr. Ed? That's cute. That's cute. My Mother the Car. I never really watched My Mother the Car. Yeah, I always watched, yeah, my family always watched Mr. Ed. I need something here. All right, let's see. Now I've got other stuff. Sigmund the Sea Monster. Kellyanne, you must be young. Patty Duke. Patty Duke was a fabulous actress. All right, so I'm thinking I want to put something behind the pocket. So I've got this bed. I've got this kitty. Now, once I put my matte medium gel on this, it kind of will look like fabric. Where's my other little? Oh, I just lost the guts. See, it kind of gets that finish and it kind of looks like it's part of the fabric. So that's what I want to do here. I just have to pick, or has anybody got an idea of something I could stick behind the pocket? Because I can look at my other, maybe I need something really big. Let me see, I've got some more Art by Marlene stuff in my little storage bin. Let me go this way. Oh, she's kind of cute. I have the mermaid. Let's see what I got in here. Yes, Helen Keller, that was a classic. Okay, I'm waiting for some of you guys to weigh in on some of these choices. I'm having a hard time with some of these crazy words. I'm kind of liking her head. Okay, Marnie, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You have a great day. Thanks so much. All the years run together for me. I don't really, can't keep the years straight. I think that's a little too small. Don't want to cover her up. Oh, look at that. Oh, wonky house. That makes me think of Janet Nash. I love her wonky houses. Some of the stuff's maybe too small. Oh, look how cute that is. Flying Nun. Oh, yeah, that was good. Leah likes the girl. Yeah, I kind of like the girl too. Hey, Christine, how are you? Okay, let's see. Oh, look, there's a green one. This is a bigger bird. I could do birds. Bird theme. Does she look okay with the birds? Or this guy? I've got sunshine. Is there another prompt you could use to inspire your choice? Yes, Leah likes the girl with the birds. Yeah, I kind of like that too. I've got sunshine on my shoulder. Hi, Dana. Birds. Now, I do want to stitch the pocket before I put it on. I'm not going to do that on camera because I stitched on my prayer scroll on camera. That didn't go so well. Okay. So we're going to go with this. Now, let me put my little bits away. The cutouts are art by Marlene. Got sunshine on a cloudy day. It's right outside. Ooh, I just thought of something else. Oh my gosh. See, I could do some more beads and put them on some kind of a little string and pin them to the pocket. Pin them to the pocket. All right, and so now that I've used my plastic bag as protection, I'll have to use another plastic bag. All right, so let's move these aside. And I'm going to put some, well, you know what? I guess I don't really have to worry about that because I'm going to put her right down. And then I'm going to put some of this on top. I guess I need to get a brush. I'll try to get close to the edges. Thanks, Amira. All right, just a little bit on her back. Get her glued down. I think she can go up a little bit. Just a little bit. Do, just a little bit. Do, just a little bit of. Get her little neck. I'll put some of this over here. There's this one lady, when I first started to do, oh gosh, like scrapbooking. Claire, she's from the UK. Claire Charvel, might be her name. Fabulous, fabulous work she did, or probably still does. And she always had stuff coming out of her pockets, like behind her pockets, and I always thought that was cool. Always really liked that. Bye, Nitty. Have a great day. So let's move her up a little, and then let's get these little birds. Now this is, see, the fabric's starting to, well, when I stitch that, but let's just put a little bit of this here. I'm going to put these little guys on. I'm going to tuck him down in the pocket a little bit. And then this little guy, let's see. This is kind of bumpy. going to put him there. Barbara said, my husband used to call his sister my girl, and when she passed, he had that part of ah, oh, that's very sweet. Okay, Gail, you have a great day as well. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that very much. Very much. This is not sticking easily. Okay, Jen. Thanks so much, Jen, for being here and for participating in chat. That's very nice. Nice to meet you. All right, so that's going to go on like that. Now, my plan is I might do little stitching around the birds, or maybe I'll do a couple stitches here and a couple stitches there, something. And I think I'm going to do a blanket stitch around this corner and get this on. And then just glue that down, and then I can tuck stuff in the pocket. And then, of course, when this dries, I'll do the spine and wrap it all the way around and hopefully get a good stick. So that's just, an ugly, in my opinion, journal that I picked up at Goodwill. See, so once you start doing stuff like this and collecting stuff. Oh, you are, Devin? Oh, are you going to record it? That sounds fun. I just can't get involved in another thing, so I'm not doing that. Devin, have you ever come across Ingrid Blackburn? She uses her jelly plate a lot. And she kind of like the little bit that I watched of her, like I have her saved so I can go back and watch more. There you go. Barbara said you can show us. She'll record, but we'll see if it gets uploaded. Barbara said you could maybe show us what not to do. No, it's going to go great. Okay, so that's that one. You don't think so, but you're not sure. It seems like she does a lot of cards. Like she uses her jelly plate doing a lot of cards, but she did some interesting stuff. And then she was promoting two other gals. The one gal I didn't really pay attention, and the second gal I did because I recognized her, and that's that Karen Tamir that Kathy Berg and Colleen discovered. And that's how I found out about her. Not that they discovered her, but you know what I mean. You wrote her name down. Yeah, you might find her interesting. So when this dries too, I might come and do a little bit of yes, Ingrid Blackburn. And that's one thing she said, come around and put a shadow around some of your an image in your piece, because then it pops, it makes it more the focal point. Anyway, I thought The little bit that I watched, I found her to be very interesting. All right, so that's that one. This one, I'm not sure how I want to go. Okay, Kellyanne, you have a blessed day as well. Thanks so much for being here. You have a good day. I hope your class is interesting. This one's got this band, which I kind of would like to keep. And I think I want this to remain exposed. So I'm thinking, you know, just gluing on this part. Now, of course, I could take this apart and lift this up, but it's probably not going to lift up in one piece. I think I might just cut this and then maybe put it on again. Lori Marie. There she is. Kathy, Kathy, Kathy. I opened my box. Kathy. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe all the stuff you sent. It was like a Mary Poppins box. It just kept going and going and going. Thank you so much. Look, Kath, I used some of your fabric already. Did you just come in? Look, I used the map fabric. It's awesome. I love it. I can't thank you enough, Kathy. It was just so wonderful. It was like Christmas morning. There's Joni. Hi, Joni. I know. I was thinking about you the other day. Did you have a good holiday? I hope you're well. Oh my gosh, Kathy, it's just wonderful stuff. Thank you so much. All right, so I think I'm going to just cut this off. So, Joni, I was going to ask somebody about Joni the other day, but I couldn't remember the name of her channel. And then it left my head. Are you doing okay, Joni? I guess I was crocheting and I was thinking about you. All right, so I just whacked that off. I mean, it's got a lot of stretch to it, right? So I want to leave this exposed. If this is kind of, looks like it's got some glue boogers here, I can pick that off. All right, now let me look at some of the stuff where did I put all that stuff? I had a stack of fabric that I did the other day when I was painting and jelly printing, and Lori Marie was doing stuff. Here it is. Here it is. Let's see if I have anything that I can use on this book. Okay, Joni says, I'm good, just busy time of year for me. This is the first time I've been in my craft space in weeks. Well, I'm glad you're well. I did miss you. Well, you certainly made me smile, Kathy, and everybody that watched. I think they were not only smiling, but they were drooling as well. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I've got anything. Oh, I do kind of like this blue piece that I did, but I don't think it's going to be big enough to do the front and back. Now, of course, if maybe I might just, because see, I'm not going to cover this. So, you know, this is awful, but I could probably cover that with something. So this is a viable a viable piece. So that might work. Oh, I like this too. This is a piece of canvas that I did. Now, this I think needs more done to it. Yeah, yeah, that needs more done to it. These are all two. This is two. Well, no, that fits pretty well, but you can see through it, which I'm not a fan about that. And I could do more on this piece. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is the handkerchief. No, this is a napkin, a cloth napkin. Hmm. Okay, Barb, thanks for being here. Have a great day. We'll see you around. We'll see you soon somewhere, I think. This would have to go that way. See, after you start doing some of these and then you figure out, yeah, why did I do that? Really didn't think about actually using it. I kind of like that. I think I would have enough to do both sides. So yeah. All right, so that's in the running. This is out. This is out. And I think a lot of my other pieces are just really small. The other thing I could do is I could tear all these into little pieces and just like glue them down. That might be a little too funky for me. All right, so my choice is the blue, this one, or the blue. This is so scattery that you don't really see that other print. Of course, I could paint it. You do see that a little bit. Maybe I should paint that. I think I'm kind of liking the blue. See, and then I could run this off the back. All right, so let's paint that. Let me put my medium back in the jar for now. How am I on time? I still have about 45 minutes, and then Kathy Arbor will be on. All right, so let's get something to put underneath my page here to kind of protect it. Because I'm a messy. AJ's Inspired Life. Oh, hi, AJ. Nice to meet you. Gosh, I've had several new people in today. Oh, I'm glad you caught us live. All right, so I want something underneath here, kind of like maybe a gray blue. I don't want anything too terribly dark because I don't want it to, this is a kind of a gray green. I haven't opened this yet. Thicket. Oh, thickets usually. Bye, Devin. Have fun with your pour. I hope you upload it. Hee hee. Kathy Adkins. Are you my Kathy Adkins? Are you my Kathy Adkins? Kathy Adkins? Are you my Kathy? Oh no, don't tell me, are you my Kathy? Are you Erin? Erin's the mama? You are, you are, you are. Hi, Kath. Oh, my friends in chat. This is my friend Kathy. We worked together for years. And Kathy was the host mom to my bonus son, Gary. Gary lived with my family for years. And then when I came to Jersey, Kathy became Gary's USA mom. And she's mom to Erin. She's got 2 grandchildren. And oh my gosh, Neil. I couldn't get Neil's name to come to my head. And Neil's mom. Oh my gosh, Kath. She's one of the sweetest people on the planet. One of the sweetest people. Okay, so some of you may have remembered, like I would say, okay, I have this friend that knits. She looks at the pattern, she looks at it once, and then just click, click, click. She just knits, knits, knits. She doesn't even look at her hands. That's her. That's her, Kathy. Oh, Kath. Okay, so I'm going to paint this to kind of maybe knock back some of that busyness on that cover. Welcome, Lori's Kathy. Yeah. Church buddies from years ago. And we went to Gary's wedding together in England. Yeah. A dear, dear friend. Okay. Kathy's the kind of knitter that, like, I'll see a pattern that I like and think to myself, no, she couldn't. And then I message her and she's like, oh, yeah, I got that pattern. Okay, so if I do this, and you guys probably couldn't see it, but I could see the pattern of this cover coming through just a little bit. And now, because this background fabric that I'm going to put on here is so busy, I'm just thinking, what can I put on top? But maybe some more art by Marlene. Kathy, you still working? Kathy, I have some exciting news because I don't know, Kathy, you stay in touch with, oh no, Zena, that's okay. You rest up. You're just getting back to feeling good. um, do you keep in touch with Betsy, Kathy? Our dear little Betsy? Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun. I know, right, Kath? I said earlier when I showed the book, even though it's got some Paris and French stuff on here, I'm just going to cover it up because, I don't know, it looks a little tacky. Yes, still working. Yes, 15 minutes. Okay, then let me tell you this wonderful news. Our Betsy, who was a student worker of the office that Kathy and I worked in, and she married, and she is now the, well, she didn't adopt, they're just foster kids, but she's pregnant, and she's due with her first baby in July, Kath. We're so excited. She's tired, but the morning sickness has subsided, and they're very excited. They're very excited. They're hoping to adopt the two boys if they, I guess, if they become eligible for adoption. They've got two brothers, a 5-year, well, probably a 4 and a 6-year-old now. But yeah, I'm hoping maybe in the spring I can see her, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let me try this really pretty well. And this doesn't have to be great. She doesn't know yet. She'll probably know soon. Yes. She, I think is hoping to find out soon. She said then they'll pick a name. So. Okay. Yeah, Kath and I worked at a Christian college in Pennsylvania, and we had a lot of student workers come through our office, and they kind of all became our kids. All right. So this is going to be glued on here. All right. And I'm not going to cover the spine, so I'm just going to come to the edge. And if I got a little bit overhang, that might be okay. So I'm going to tear this fabric, hopefully. Okay. All right. So, and then I'm going to, now see, I'm just not a measurer. I usually do better eyeballing than I do measuring. Kathy and I went to Betsy's wedding shower together, which was fun. Gosh, I don't even know how many years ago that's been. It's been a little while now. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my medium, and I think I'm going to use a brush this time. Thanks, Kath. Just going to take a regular brush. I feel like I have a little more control than the palette knife. So if you ever see, if you don't know already and haven't seen this type of journal that has this kind of spine, and you think, maybe that doesn't look so great. Like I used to get them reasonably at Tuesday morning, but I haven't seen any. I haven't really been there in a little while, but the last few times I've been there, I haven't found any, but they lay flat. So even though the pages are lined, if you want to, even for writing, you know, sometimes the spine of the book, you know how you can't get it to go flat, and it can be kind of a nudge. But you can sketch and do multimedia on lined pages. Okay, Amira, thanks for joining in. It was nice to see you today. Have a great afternoon. Okay, now I'm going to stretch this. Stretch. Now, I know it's not really like, there's really not like a pattern, but I didn't put much of that gel on there, so I don't have too much wiggle room as far as time, you know, to get it stuck down, and it's not pulling up that great. Put a little bit more in this corner, I think. I thought I might have a little more wiggle room. So I'm going to let this dry before I do the back side. I don't always get my corners very well, so you can always go back in and add more. Now see this here, when I stretch that fabric, I've got a lot of extra down here. So once that dries, I'll cut that off probably, and then try to fray it a little bit. Now, without going to a lot of searching around, let me just see what I have. I really like the way the paper looks when you put the medium, this soft gel matte medium on. It kind of really looks cool. So I'm just wondering if there's anything in here that I might like to add. She's a pretty spiffy looking mermaid. How cute she is. Oh, I do like this guy too. Choices, choices, choices. But there's birds. Oh, look at that flower. I'm just laying out some stuff here. This is just a handful of stuff I grabbed out of my Art by Marlene storage bin. Oh, look at him. More birds. My granddaughter would like that little unicorn. Seahorse. Oh, look, wonky houses. Wonder how many wonky houses I have in this batch. I kind of like that. No, Kath, these I purchased. They come in big sheets and you just punch them out. The artist is called Art. Her name is Art by Marlene. And she's got some really cool stuff. Here's another wonky. Look, Kath. I know, right, AJ? These are so fabulous. There's another. Oh, look at the dog. Hootie and the Blowfish. It's kind of a party. Isn't she cute? I kind of like that too. All right, let's see if I can make out something that kind of makes sense, but not really. I really kind of like these. These are really, really white though. I might have to knock those back a little bit. What if I... This could look under the sea, kind of, because of the water, right? I could have the sun. I could cut the party stuff off of this guy. Where'd that seahorse go? Okay, AJ, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. You have a great day at work. Now, I don't want to, I want to make sure I don't glue that down too far. That's the edge of my book. So I want to make sure. See, if I take his hat off, he'll have a flat head. So I need something to put on the top of his head, something underwater-ish, maybe. He could wear a boat. Look, that almost looks like a water line down there, doesn't it? Like a back, like, you know, the back, like the shoreline is far back. You know what I'm saying? A far back shoreline. Let's see what else we have here. I'll tell you what, these are really great. Studio Light. Thank you, Kimberly. I could not remember her company name. I'll tell you, my mods are really cool. Really cool. Very helpful. Oh, look at that bus. Oh, look at that. See, I just love them all. I love them all. Let's see. Look at that little wonky house. Look. Artmobile. That's a snail. Look at this old geezer. She's got all kinds of stuff too, right? She's got stencils and I seem to be headed in a water. I mean, these guys don't seem like there's too much watery stuff in here. Look, she's in a bathing suit. She's in a bathing suit. All right, this says, feel free to be yourself. Look how cute she is. Oh, my Lord. Okay, let's see. Does that look weird if I put her up here? She has stamps too. Oh, I don't think I needed to know that. Thanks, Kimberly. I think I'm overthinking it. I kind of like that. I do like the boat. I love this fish. All right, I might need to think about this a little bit. But I think I might go in. I like how look how her little boobs are lopsided. She got one hanging down. Thank you, Joni. I listen back to some of my recordings and think, oh my gosh, what do you put these people through with that cackle? So it's either going to be that fish I'm thinking or the boat. But see, I like this. Now the leaf doesn't really make sense. But maybe that. We'll see. All right, so I need to wind up here. It's 12:33, and I want you all to be able to maybe get a little something to eat, have a little comfort break, and then settle in. I'm not sure what Kathy Arbor has planned for today. I didn't see her earlier, but I'm sure she'll be on, and she's amazing. So make sure you tune in. If you can't do the live, check her out later. That's Kathy with a K, Arbor, Arbour, and she's an amazing artist. She paints, she does watercolor, acrylics, she draws, you know, she's Faberuni. So you want to make sure you check her out. It's Thursday, so I'll see you all again Sunday morning at 11 Eastern. And then, let's see, Thursday. So Beth is on later tonight. Rosemary comes on later tonight, and I don't know. I'm trying to redo my list of streamers. If it's Thursday, is this the third Thursday? Okay, Kath, be careful. Have a great day at work. Oh, and thanks for stopping in, Kath. Love you. Um, if it's a third Thursday, I don't have a calendar. I've got to get my Peggy calendar out. If it's a third Thursday, APG Jamie streams in a little while. And that's all that I'm remembering right now. Friday morning, you've got Canadian Artisan, and you've got Murray in the morning early, and you've got Murray in the evening. Murray in the morning, Murray in the evening, Murray at supper time. All right, Barbara Clark and Lisa. Oh, really? Oh, that's a not. Yeah, you don't want to miss that either. Yeah, those girls are great at jelly plating. Okay, so thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We'll see you all soon. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.